Hi there. Go start out by saying, what am I wearing? I'm wearing New Look 6086 in view B. And Agatha is also wearing the same top. On Agatha's top, I took and I widened the facing slightly, and then I flipped it to the outside rather than to the inside. So that is another way that you can change up something to make it look a little different if you are going to sew multiple things from one pattern. Today I'm going to start a series that relates to sewing for people who have mobility impairment. Now, I'm not a specialist in this at all. These are just some things that I have figured out while I planned and made some tops for my father, and I'm working on more as time goes by. But I got a lot of feedback from this particular subject. So the first thing that you want to think about if you're going to sew for someone who has some sort of physical impairment or is elderly and maybe not quite as able to get around and do the things they once did is ease of wear and ease of care. So the first thing I do when I'm planning these shirts is I think about the fabric. I would choose a print over a solid, because if a person is eating and they drop some food on their shirt, and this is true for me as well, a solid is going to show that up a lot more than a print. So as much as possible, if that person likes prints, then make something for them out of a print. If you're going to use a solid, I would recommend a medium tone versus a light or very dark tone, because I think that they show spots less. So also, you want to get them a fabric that looks nice coming straight out of the washer or dryer. I showed these fabrics in my Make 9 video. This is a 100% cotton lawn. I've had it for a long time. This is exactly what it looked like coming out of the washing machine and dryer. I machine washed it on warm, machine dried it on warm, and when I give the crumple test, it still looks pretty good. So this one, same thing. Straight out of the washer and the dryer and the crumple test, this looks good. I had purchased another fabric, breaking my solids rule, because this is a color I felt my father would look nice in. This is a 97% poplin, 3% elastane, and this is what it looked like coming out of the washing machine. And then this is what it looked like after I did some pressing. It's not acceptable. My mother and my father are elderly. They don't need to be trying to press clothes so that they look nice. So that one, bye-bye. I'll use that as some sort of maybe a tablecloth, or use it as a muslin for another pattern, but that's not going to get made into a shirt for my father. Another nice option might be old school seersucker. It's supposed to look kind of wrinkly. It's very comfortable. It's usually 100% cotton. Sometimes you might can find it with a 15 to 25% polyester component. That makes it dry faster in the dryer. It doesn't affect how soft it is. So I think seersucker is an excellent choice. And then I have another one that is this. I would say this is in the line of an Oxford cloth. It's slightly thicker than an Oxford cloth. I've had it a very long time. I don't know what the blend is. But
Hi. I was forced finally to learn some editing. I'm going to add this to the other one that I was working on, which ended unexpectedly. My hair looked a lot better in that one. But the final fabric that I wanted to discuss was one that I have pulled, which is kind of like an Oxford cloth. It's a little heavier than an Oxford cloth. It is from my stash. I don't know what the blend is, but it meets my requirements. It's easy care. It looks perfect out of the washer and dryer. It's of a medium or slightly heavier weight than the other ones. But it's going to be something that can be washed and dried very easily, and it'll come out of the machine looking great. So the first step in my planning has been to choose fabrics that are going to be easy to care for, that are not going to show soil easily, and that obviously I will run by the person that I'm sewing for to see if there are patterns and colors that they like. So that's it for the first video. On this, I am going to create a hashtag, and it's going to be called A Little Less Nimble. And I will put that on Instagram, and any of you who are sewing for people who have special considerations, feel free to use that and put your ideas up on a video or an Instagram post. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Have a great day. Happy sewing.